Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new, hello, my name is Dana. I would love for you guys to join the fam. Be sure to hit that subscribe button below so you can be notified for all of my future uploads. Today's video is going to be all about my favorites from this past month, which honestly flew by. I realize it's like the shortest month in the year, but after like how January felt like it lasted decades, February just flew by. I don't know if it was just because I was super busy or what, but yeah, here we go with March. I'm already kind of like dreading the super hot weather here in Texas. I know some people like hate fall and winter. I personally love those months just because you can always add layers, but whenever it's like hot and muggy, you can really only take off so many layers. You can't be running around like buck naked, and I hate being hot. I know, random. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the favorites. I cannot get enough of these liquid lipsticks. These are from the brand Pixy, which you can find at Target. I'm not sure if they sell, like if they have a site online as well, but I know if you're based in the US, you can definitely find them at Target. These are the Matte Last liquid lips. They sent over, I believe, 6 or 8 shades, and these two have just been stand out of all the liquid lipsticks I have, and I have a ton from like ColourPop, L'Oreal, Kat Von D. I have some that 𝗟𝗘𝗧'𝗦 scent. I mean, I've tried so many different liquid lipsticks. These are easily the most comfortable formula I have ever worn. I almost forget that they're on my lips. They're not quite as transfer proof as like the Anastasia or ColourPop liquid lipsticks, but at the same time, they don't completely smear off your lips whenever you're like eating or drinking from a straw. You will notice like little bits of transfer here and there, but it almost leaves some sort of like staining effect behind. I'd mentioned this in a previous kind of like weekly wrap-up video, but y'all, these are so good. I believe they retail for $14 a piece. Two of my favorite shades are Matte Beige and Evening Rose. Honestly, the entire collection is made up of so many gorgeous, like really nice, neutral, kind of like mauve rose toned nudes. They're just so pretty. I love the applicator as well. It's kind of one of those spade shaped doe foot applicators. In fact, I believe the same applicator comes on the L'Oreal Infallible, is it like 24-hour lip? It kind of has that like hourglass shape, but I love it just because since it has that sharp point, even if you're not going in with a lip liner, you can create a really nice like precise lip line. Next up, this is another product that I featured in kind of my first impressions this week. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Gel. I use mine in the shade at 255 Soft Brown. Honestly, this product took me by surprise. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do because the applicator is very wonky. I'm really used to using either like really precise pencils or like a stiff angle brush. As you can see, this kind of has this fuzzy Q-tip looking applicator. It is a straight gel. There's no fibers or anything in it. It claims to be waterproof. I did wear it in the shower just to test. I haven't worn it for 2 to 3 days, but I did sleep in it one night just so I could come back and review it for you in my weekly wrap up. And surprisingly enough, it did stay in place. Now, once you go in with any sort of like cleansing balm or anything, obviously it like wipes right off. I did test it in the shower too. It didn't have any issues with it smudging, but I've really been enjoying this. Maybelline makes some bomb brow products. In fact, like my #1 holy grail brow product is the Maybelline, is it Brow Precise Volumizer, something like that. It's the one that kind of comes like in a mascara looking tube, but then it has that little like spoon type of paddle. But both of those together seriously make the best combination. I have been loving it. Next up, I tested several of the L'Oreal True Match Lumi products this month. Honestly, a lot of the powder products really disappointed me, specifically the ones that came like in the 4-pan. I believe there was 2 different variations of those. I just did not think they were worth the price. I feel like I've come across many other drugstore highlighters that are cheaper and perform better. For instance, the Maybelline Master Chrome Molten Gold highlighter. I think that one is stunning. I've tried some from Ulta Beauty that I think perform way better. That palette ended up being like $15 from L'Oreal, and there was only 1 shade in there that I thought was kind of like worth it. So unfortunately, that one was just a complete dud for me. However, this product I have been getting so much use out of. I'm not tan anymore because I did go ahead and buff off all my self-tanner so I can go in with a new layer tonight. It's crazy how like, at least for me, self-tanner will just make me feel better. I feel like makeup overall, since I'm such like a bronzer highlighter girl, just ends up looking better whenever I have a little bit more of a tan. But I was using this because typically I do not self-tan my face. So I was using this not only as a primer, but kind of just to even out my neck and my face. Before though, I was using the deeper shade. I think that one is either in like deep or tan glow, but this is the True Match Lumi Glotion, a natural glow enhancer. Right here today, I use 903 medium. Now this isn't anything crazy pigmented, but the glow that it gives is very pretty. It doesn't make you look like shimmery. It just gives a very nice, healthy, like subtle glow. Even on days when you're not wearing makeup, it just kind of gives you a little bit of a boost. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that because, as I said, it's sheer, but whenever like your neck is super tan and your face is really white, you definitely do notice a difference. Next up, the foundation that I gravitated towards a lot this month. This I actually did a review on maybe like over a year ago. I'm not sure. It might be expired, honestly, but I've still been using it because it didn't smell funky or anything. I haven't had any issues with breakouts, but I forgot how much I love this foundation. It does make me feel like a bad mom to these little makeup babies, but when you have so many products, you want to make sure you're going in and giving like everything a fair shot. But I was digging through my foundation drawer and I pulled this back out. It's definitely a foundation that I haven't really heard anybody talk about, or at least anybody I watch. It's from the brand 𝗟𝗘𝗧. It's the Reveal Color Correcting Anti-Aging Serum Foundation with SPF 15. It is the foundation that I'm wearing today, and I have the shade Light Medium. I always love a really nice thin runny formula, and that's exactly what this is. You do get a kind of like dropper applicator, and you really only need a little bit of this. I would say it's definitely medium to full coverage, but it's a foundation that feels completely weightless on your skin. Today I used it with the Smashbox I think it's like complexion blurring brush, something like that. But if y'all are curious about a review and to see how it applies, I'll go ahead and link the video here. Okay, so that's it that I have for makeup. I do have two little kind of like skincare lifestyle products that I wanted to quickly mention. This one was another one that I featured in that Ulta Beauty brand review first impressions type of video. This is the Ulta Beauty Brightening Vitamin C Body Scrub. It's made with alpha hydroxy acid and licorice root. Since I've been self-tanning a ton this month, this is what I've been using. I love this just because the grit in it is very fine. It kind of has like this really nice whipped type of texture. This container is like too hard to squeeze, but it's like a very pillowy, like whipped texture. At first I thought it was more lemon, which it still is lemon, but it kind of has like a lemon creamsicle instead of like an orange creamsicle scent. For my very final product, I believe it was my January favorites, maybe. I mentioned several of my favorite essential oils from Eden's Garden. That's pretty much where I get all of my essential oils. But in my previous video, I talked about the peppermint oil. I talked about 𝗟𝗻𝗎s, which I still keep in my purse and in my cabinet for Landon. But I have been dealing with a ton of tightness and just like stiffness in my neck and shoulders. I wake up in the morning and I'm like this. I'm like, why? I'm always sleeping like this. I don't know if I'm just like stressed or anxious, but then I wake up and it's like, this just hurts and aches. So first thing in the morning and before I go to bed, I've been using the Muscle Relief. This is one of their Synergy blends. I believe it has, I know like peppermint, clove bud, wintergreen, and some other ones. I do know, I believe wintergreen is one that you shouldn't be using like around your pets. I mean, I never go around and like rub oil on Howard, but whenever I know I'm putting this on, I kind of like lay in bed and I make sure he's like in his place first. That way he's like not around it. But if you love like icy hot or anything like that, this kind of does that same effect. It doesn't get hot, but you have this really nice, just like cooling sensation, and it just feels like it kind of like helps loosen up those tight muscles. So this is one that I've been loving. I either mix it in with lotion or I keep a big thing of grapeseed oil kind of as like my carrier oil on my nightstand, and I'll do a pump of that with a drop of this, mix it together and just rub it into my shoulders, or sometimes I make Keegan rub it in for me because obviously it feels better if you have someone else do it for you. So yeah, if you are dealing with like tight muscles or even like on your calves or your thighs after working out, this is an awesome blend. I highly recommend it. Plus it smells amazing. But if you're not a fan of mint, you're not gonna like that one because it's wintergreen and peppermint. But it's good. I like it. All right, so those are all my favorite products from this past month. I really hope you enjoyed. As always, I would love it if you shared your personal favorites down below. Also, if you are on the hunt for like a really cute, super easy and affordable kind of like spring decor centerpiece, I recently did a tutorial slash haul slash tips and tricks on to create this 3-tiered stain here. It's perfect if you are into kind of like farmhouse decor style. But yeah, that is it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.